Within the framework of the 50th ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting in the morning 6 August 2017, to place the meeting of ASEAN Foreign Ministers with countries Canada, South Korea, New Zealand and Australia. The meeting between ASEAN Foreign Ministers and its dialogue partner, with the aim of considering the advancing in bilateral relations, include plan of ASEAN under the three pillars of ASEAN, by the way for implementing the vision of the ASEAN community in 2025. The partner countries also confirmed that they will continue to support the central role of ASEAN in regional structure and promote relationships effectively in the coming time. Krita Quillen's ASEAN Foreign Minister, a nation has 40 years of dialogue partner with ASEAN, said that this meeting takes place in special time, the 50 years anniversary of ASEAN, 40 years relation dialogue partner between ASEAN and Canada. This is an opportunity for us to continue discussing to further strengthen the relation of bilateral cooperation. Talk about relation of ASEAN-Canada. The countries have a more connect, share general benefits. This brings about the opportunity to cooperation. We want to improve the cooperation with ASEAN in field of essential trade, against the climate change, against terrorism. Besides, foreign ministers also give us a point of view about problems, international and regional. This is quite interesting in such as problems such as cooperation, maritime security, dealing with extremism. Hope in the meeting this afternoon also take place a series meeting between ASEAN and partner countries, and specifically its conference ASEAN-China.
The countries will approach the Memorandum of Understanding on the establishment of the ASEAN Center in China. Especially, ministers will consider and approach the drafting of the Code of Conduct Framework. If equal approach, this could be the start of the substantive negotiation process of the COC in the South China Sea. First of all, in the AMM 50 meeting, Phương Nghi, Minister of China, also expressed that the COC will be soon finalized. We will look forward to speeding up discussion and economic cooperation as soon as possible, getting the goal of the ASEAN Economic Community. China also promotes stability in the South China Sea and obey agreed terms, declaration on conduct of the party in the South China Sea, and completion of the COC in the near future. As President of the ASEAN in 2017, on 5 August, spokesman of Philippines diplomat Robert Bayer Pulipa said that the Philippines decides COC's instruments such effective and legal constraints which all countries need to obey. Yesterday, through the plenary session of all foreign ministers of the ASEAN, Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister Pham Binh Minh affirmed Vietnam's consistent position on important of peace, security, safety, maritime and aviation in the South China Sea for peace and stability in the region, continue to fully implement, adhere fully and seriously the DOC in the South China Sea, and propose the ASEAN step up talk to China to start negotiating for COC in the South China Sea with developed and legal constraints.
Philippines doesn't use sovereignty in the South China Sea to exchange for economic benefit. Minister of Finance of Philippines said that Manila won't compromise with China about problem. Answering the interview of South China Morning on 5th August, Mr. Carlos Domingo, Minister of Finance of Philippines, noted that Philippines has tried to protect their benefits by always distinguish between the territorial disputes and the attraction of China investment. Philippines won't give up sovereignty declaration in the South China Sea. However, they made efforts to become peaceful neighbors with China. After Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte visited to Beijing in October 2016. Philippines and China have tried to ease up tension in the harbor dispute, its blockade of Scarborough Shoal. Economic officials of each other usually meet once every 2 months. China will reopen the market to Philippines export fruit. Beijing will commit to support the financial with $9 billion, approximate 204,000 billion Vietnam dong, and preferential loans for infrastructure projects in Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the Southeast Asian nations increase their preparation in the South China Sea and willing to face to China. Singapore bought 2 submarines from Germany. Japan gave patrol boats to Philippines. Vietnam has Keto and maybe in the future will be able to buy weapons from America. That was a legitimate reason of increasing the military power on the sea. Nikkei Sanban, Japanese newspaper on the 17th of May said that they do that in turn on the sea.
On 16th May, Singapore signed a deal with Germany to buy 2 submarines from Germany. Thailand also bought 2 submarines from China. Philippines is promoting the deployment of patrol boats which were provided by Japan. In the context of China activity intensification in South China Sea and confront with the U.S. more and more severe. Southeast Asian nations are rebuilding defense ability. On 16th May, Singapore's Department of Defense signed the agreement to buy 2 submarines from Germany's company, the article said. 2013, Singapore decided to buy 2 these submarines to reply overseas, to strengthen the military power on the sea with White China on the sea. Both circulated the size of Malacca increasing. Singapore hopes to ensure safety for traffic on the sea. On 15th May, the first time the Navy Singapore was organized the Parade of International Navy Ship. At the parade ceremony, President Tony Tan Ken Sam emphasized the achievements the Navy said. When established 50 years ago, the Navy has only 2 wooden ships, but today there are some ships to fight in like escort ship submarine. Recently, the Thailand government signed a deal with China to prepare to buy a submarine from China. It's cost 30.5 baht. 1 USD approximately 34 baht. Thailand wants to buy a total 3 submarines from China. Formerly, the armed forces of Southeast Asian nations have a joint infantry to deal with the reactionary force is domestic, but in recent years, together with White China on the sea, the countries are beginning to move the center of gravity and strengthen institutions to ensure security in the South China Sea of the Navy.